Dancers tell mesmerizing stories through movements that ebb and flow and bring strong emotions to an audience. Anna Carey Cruz was a contemporary dance student at the famous Broadway Dance Center and at Hunter College. When the pandemic hit, she had to pivot to online classes and performances.
Well, my role did a 360 once everything went virtual, and it was just really hard. Like, it was hard to feel motivated. It was hard to feel like you were doing something that was worth watching.
From Zoom
Oh, this is
classes
flowy too. It's flowing, but it's like it like
to
do it like
choreographing
to mess with
performances
it, but
virtually,
it's not like sharp. It's just like you're trying to get somewhere.
Cruz's passion for dance never went away, with the pandemic only inspiring her more.
I was getting used to like just training every day and going from school to work to training. What kept me going was dancing. Like I was dancing through it all and I was just like, I just need to keep dancing because I may not know what's happening, but I do know that I want to dance.
And so dance she did. Cruz was not alone in trying to navigate an in person performance free world. Her mentor, experienced dancer and teacher at prestigious Broadway Dance Center and Pace University, Ginger Cox, says that teaching classes and motivating her students was not an easy feat.
Sometimes you get so isolated in your teeny little box and it's hard and you don't feel that you're being uh, observed, because in dance class some of that beautiful relationship with the teacher is the observation and the other students when we watch each other and we learn so much from each other, and on this platform that's challenging.
The lack of in person classes and pressure to feel like her work was valuable during the pandemic began to take a toll on Cruz, especially with performing and filming herself at home, and she became depressed.
Really looking at myself dance and choosing which clip looks better for an assignment, or choosing where I look skinnier or taller or my lines took longer. It's a lot, and it's a lot to deal with when you have that pressure of I need to be good. And we're told that we should dance from the heart and not to worry about what people think, but a lot of dance does rely on that. Dance relies on what people think of you. So that I think that's why it's important to find a community.
Cox says her heart goes out to dancers who thrive off of audiences, and she hopes that her students feel supported and are able to look forward to the future.
It isn't easy for dancers because dancers have been like, well, my moment to shine has been squashed. How am I going to do this? And I think this is a temporary moment, or this moment in time is temporary as is any moment, and it is changing, and we do have to adapt to that change, or we're going to try to go back into the past, and that's just not possible.
Cruz hopes that by being open about her own mental health struggles throughout the pandemic, she can spark the discussion amongst her fellow dancers going through the same thing.
But because it's not normalized, mental health is not something dancers talk about. It's hard to do that. It's a process and a journey, and I feel like the more we talk about it as dancers, the more normalized it'll become, hopefully.
During the pandemic, Cruz and Cox worked together to create some movement magic. Cox says Cruz made her classes a positive experience for all students.
How they felt about that, or how they felt when they came into the room, was really important, because that energy that we created was resonating out to those dancers. So she was really helpful in that.
A lot of my creativity and a lot of my motivation during the pandemic came from taking her class. So when she asked me to help her assist, it was like such an accomplishment for me that I didn't think was possible, especially during the pandemic, because I didn't feel like my work was valuable at that time.
Cruz plans on continuing to inspire her fellow dancers to talk about their mental health and to keep on expressing herself through her dance.
Dancing makes me feel like a superwoman. I always say it, and it is honestly the truth.
And the show goes on. For 219 West, Natalie Hernandez.